Our award recipient, I was pretty impressed with him because I sat on the interview committee, and I've been doing this for a long time. And one of the questions we ask everybody is, you know, if you were in a difficult situation with another resident or attending or whatever, you know, how would you approach this? And, you know, we usually think there's X, Y, Z, a position and a B position. There's always two sides to every coin. That's not what he said. He said there's three. He says there's this person's, and the real person's. And I was impressed by that because he was a supervisor for EMSA in Oklahoma City for a long, long time. So I want to present Kyle Flowers, his award. Kyle, come on up and receive your award.
I'm here to present the Surgical Student Award. And in surgery, there are a couple of things you have to master. You have to master our schedule. It's a little bit varied. And you have to be able to assist as well as lead at the operating table. And this is a skill called surgical intuition. The award recipient tonight has certainly mastered surgical intuition. He is a legacy from Oklahoma Osteopathic Hospital. He's well-rounded. He's an athletic individual completing marathons and large, long hikes. He's been an Eagle Scout. He's been selected as one of the new residents at OSU Medical Center for next year's surgical department, and I'm honored to give the award to Dr. William Hanna.
It's my privilege tonight to present the Clinical Excellence Award. This award is given to the student who has exhibited outstanding performance on clinical rotations. I do need to say, though, that this student could not be here tonight, so they won't be here tonight. But I'd like to tell you a little bit about them. And I thought the best way, since this was based on preceptor comments, was to share some comments that we have received. So the first one, this is the kind of physician patients will never forget and always want to go back to. Another, one of the most exceptional students I've had in my office, and my staff asked, why can't they stay longer? It was our good fortune to have had this student here. Thank you for sharing your exceptional student with the staff and doctors at Kettering Hospital. So they went out of their way to write a letter about him because they were so impressed with him. So it is indeed a pleasure to present the Clinical Excellence Award to Justin Bryant.
The Academic Excellence Award is given to the graduate who has the highest rank based on numeric grades over all 4 academic years. This individual, before matriculating at Oklahoma State College of Osteopathic Medicine, received a major in biology and minors in chemistry and physical science. Has a very strong background in science and research. His personal interest in emergency medicine stems from his father's employment with the Kansas City, Kansas Fire Department. I'm honored to present the Academic Excellence Award tonight to Joshua Korosac.
As we prepare for graduation, we can all think back to the first day of each month beginning a new rotation. New attendings, new residents, new paperwork, a whole new routine to learn. The first time I met my attending, he was jamming to the Beastie Boys quite loudly, tapping his pencils like a true rock star. He took a break from his rock set to introduce himself to me and asked, "Hey, would you like to see my thing?" After a hard swallow and some composure, I cautiously answered, sure. Fully expecting the most awkward situation imaginable, I was quite relieved to learn that he owned a Volkswagen thing. Many laughs and jokes later, I realized that this attending stood out for me. He was comical, patient, intelligent, open-minded, and a true inspiration to many medical students. It is my privilege tonight to present this year's Honorary Clinical Faculty Award for 2010 to Dr. Chasteen, with the hope of one day shocking my students as masterfully as him.
The next Outstanding Clinical Faculty Award goes to our Outstanding Biomedical Faculty. And I think the best way to describe the impact that this person has made on us and just throughout the world, really, is to tell you this story. And really, I didn't know if this was specific to everyone else as it was specific to me until we started talking about being on away rotations. And I can remember walking through the library while I was in Michigan and having my back to someone and they go, hey! And I'm just, so you turn around and they're like, you go to Oklahoma State? And I'm just, how do you know that? Well, my huge emblem, I forget about every time I wear that jacket, but, and they're like, you go to Goljan school. I'm like, no, I go to Poppy school. And they say, I've listened to his CDs and his lectures. I didn't understand anemia or congestive heart failure or diabetes until I listened to Poppy's lectures, and you get, what's he like? And I don't tell them the truth. Poppy, you've been an amazing influence. You have taught us things that, you have made things so simple. You have put things in perspective. You've given us a love for medicine. And when we didn't feel like that we could study anymore, you really were there. And I love you. You are a great friend of mine, and I will miss you. So it is my honor to present Poppy with our Honorary Biomedical Faculty Award.
So I just wanted to say, tonight in closing out our last full day as medical students, I would ask each of you to reflect on the doctor that you are going to be starting tomorrow. Take a moment and remember the first time you even considered this profession. Why did you even think about it? Who was the person you looked at and said, hey, I want to be like them? Were they arrogant, cranky, rude, judgmental, and selfish? My bet is no. My bet is that they were kind, encouraging, knowledgeable, respectful, and willing to explain their care to you. Last month, a baby was delivered in the ER I was working in. The mother was unassigned and had had no prenatal care. The doctor on call said the hospital was not paying him enough for his call, so he refused to come in and deliver the baby. A few hours later, the ER physician, who had not delivered a baby since his internship 8 years ago, helped the young mother birth a beautiful little boy. Most of us are aware of how quickly things could have gone the other way for not one, but two patients. Do you think that the doctor went into medicine thinking that two people's lives and possibly his license were worth a 10% raise? I doubt it. So let us be those doctors who first sparked our interest, and let it not only be in the dictionary, but in our practice where we find our patients before our paychecks and our politics. Thank you.